Hey y'all, it's Melissa at Messy Missy Creates. I know it's been a minute. My daughter and her boyfriend are in town, and I had been getting everything ready for them to come. And anyway, so I wasn't having a whole lot of time to journal. So I have my journal, I have my little notepad or my little notes, I have some pictures, I have some magazine images, I have some stuff, I have a mess. Yeah, so I'm ready to go. I don't know how many pages I'll complete. I don't know. You see, I haven't prepped anything. I think I'm going to wing it. I think I'm going to try to do some without backgrounds and then just use my markers to color in the little block sections. I don't know. My hands are talking really fast. So anyway, we've had a lot going on, and, then they came in the other night, and so anyway, it's been really nice having her back, and we finally got to meet the boyfriend. And this is my daughter's completed her trip around. Well, I mean, she didn't go to every state, but she went from the East Coast to West Coast, up and down and around and back again. So she's completed her year of traveling the country in her bus called Caddy. And anyway, so that is exciting. It's been exciting to have her and hear all about everything, and so she has had my undivided attention. And let's see, let me make sure that you're in frame. It's been a minute since I've done this. So today is Friday the 20th, and I'm going to start here, even though today is only half over. I have my herbal tea that I made from herbs in my garden. It's pineapple sage and stevia from my stevia plant, and with a splash of lemon verbena in it. So it's very yummy. I have, let's see, and then okay, so I went to go start the video like an hour ago, and okay, first off, I couldn't find my journal, so that's never a good sign. I've managed to straighten up my house, get the spare room ready and whatever without totally bombarding my craft room. Because if you remember my craft room, the craft room that I film in, which is where I am now, it is not my only craft space in my house. When we went through this period of time where, we weren't having a lot of company, and you know what I'm talking about. And also with my, my disability over the last 2 years, I started crafting at my kitchen table. And so, yeah, that created some bad habits. And anyway, so that was the big push, is to get my table back so that we could, like have dinner at the table or something like that. So it's been nice just to sit and have coffee with them in the mornings. And I'm looking forward to the weekend where my husband's home, and he can join in, not just at dinner, but anyway, so I thought that I would just kind of do a little bit of catch up, just tell you what's been going on, and also maybe not prep pages, but I do need to cut some things out. And yeah, am I in frame? Anyway, so how have you been? What is going on in your world? I started off with a bang in my journal. The first, let's do a refresher. So I did, in my first week was great, and I even did all my journaling, my writing, everything. And then it just went kaput. But that's okay. It is okay, because that's where I am. And that is what is happening in my life right now. When your life gets busy and you have a lot of stuff to journal, you tend to not have as much time to journal. So isn't that kind of how that goes for everybody? I do not, I would love to tell you that I come in here every day and journal, but I don't. The other thing that I'm doing, and I'm going to share some of this with you in another video, I have been making some journals for my daughter. She's doing a retreat in November, and she wants to give them handmade journals, the ladies that are coming to her retreat. And she is kind of a, don't know what the correct title is. So maybe a wellness mentor or wellness coach. I don't know if wellness is, I don't know if I'm using the right word, but anyway, somewhere along that line. So she just recently finished and got certified for breathwork training, and so we did some of that with her here, and that was a wonderful experience. So anyway, it's just been kind of fun. So all right, I've got several numbers cut out, so let me start gluing. And I don't have any real aspirations of getting more than this done, so I'm gonna stop there and do something that is more interesting than watching me cut out stuff, right? So it is no longer warm, but that's okay. It's good cold too. So today is going to be pretty easy. I'm not going to lay down color ahead of time. I'm going to put down this image. This is not what it looked like, but I came across this image looking for something else. So I thought, you know, this would be a good picture for this morning, because this is how we started off our morning. And I like this picture. I already had it pulled out of the magazine, I think. Yeah. So I said, well, I was thumbing through my magazine clip art and came across this, and I said, you know what? This works for this morning. It's kind of like a, I would call it almost like a guided meditation. So anyway, that was interesting, and it was a good experience. So let me do this. It's Friday, so let me get a Friday, and we will start here. She is currently, so that you don't think that I'm, you know, in my craft room journaling and neglecting my daughter. It would not be considered neglecting. She's 32. So she is a grown woman. She and my niece are at the beach with their doggos. They're at the dog beach. So it's not hot today, but it's nice. It's in the 70s, the sun's shining, and it's a beautiful day to do that. So they went to the beach, and I said, well, while you're doing that, I'm going to come in and journal, work in my journal, and make a video. And I was so looking forward to using all my candy corn all of my, not stickers, what are they? Printables. Anyway, and then I don't get to journal for a week or 10 days or whatever I did. So, the other thing is I made us both, yeah, I think I'm gonna use the small ones. I made us both some herbal tea this morning. I went in the garden and picked my herbs. Did not use a pot like this, but it is a pretty good representation. Now this is a white pot, and I might be wishing that I did have some color on my background. So when I get this cut out, as a matter of fact, it's hard to cut out because it's hard to see, because it's the same color as the page itself. And let's see. You know what? Maybe I want this too. I'm just gonna leave it at my, at my disposal. I'm gonna leave it right there just in case I decide to use it. So I was going over with her all of the benefits of the different herbs, and not all of them, but the ones we were drinking anyway. And so it was just a nice addition to our other activities this morning. And I'm thoroughly enjoyed sitting at the table having tea and coffee with her in the mornings and her boyfriend. Okay, so I know I want this here. Let me reach up here and grab my glue. Man, I tell you what, you go a couple days or a week without journaling or without videoing, and it feels like I don't know where anything is. Okay, I did, what I was telling you about cleaning is, before she was coming, was I had been trying to uncover my kitchen table, and that's what I've been telling you. If you've been here for a little while, I've been telling you that that's where most of my card making and inks and art supplies is at my kitchen table. And you know, most of the time that's fine. It's just my husband and I, and you know, we eat in the comfort of our living room most of the time, to be honest with you. And so it's you know, he says at least he feels like if I'm in there, because the kitchen and living room are they're not open completely, but he can see me sitting at the kitchen table from his chair. So he says he likes having me in there because it still feels like I'm in there with him if I'm back, you know, instead of being back here in this room crafting. So, all right, that teapot is a hair bigger than our page, but I think I'm just going to set it there well, no, I'm not. I don't think I'm going to do a whole lot on this page because the day is not over. I did, and maybe I'll come across it in a little bit, I did pull out a picture of the beach somewhere. Let's see. And I'm debating on whether or not I want color on that other page. We're going to make candles, so I pulled this image, and I pulled a bunch of images, actually. And let's see, what was I looking for? Oh, the beach. Yes, the beach. Lots of vacuums. There's that one, and there's this one. I'm going to use that one. It's going to have writing in it, but that's okay. Oh, those are cute sunglasses. That's all right. I want this one. I don't know how much sun they're going to get. I mean, it is sunny, so I'm sure that they will get some. But I know that the dogs, we introduced the dogs to each other last night. My niece, she's actually my great niece. The niece that I talk about that comes and helps me sometimes, it's her daughter. So she's technically my great niece. And she is, all right, that may not work. This may have to go over here, which that would be okay. Not going to leave me a whole lot of room to write. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to tuck these in here, and I'm going to move on. Because today is not over. So I might end up having something else, you know, to put on there and need a flip or something like that. So it's okay. I just wanted to get those images down because I found them and trying to uncover my mess of a desk in here. So back to cleaning off the table in the kitchen. Let's see, let me peek at yesterday and see what we did. Morning coffee, with the girl and her boy, her guy. Had a doctor's appointment. I checked on my sister. Oh yeah, so, we have a story. Let's see, went to Joanne's, and then my great niece and her doggo came over last night, and we introduced them. And they were not friends right off, but they became friends shortly thereafter. So, okay, so before I forget this whole train of thought with the table, and I can then move on to a different topic. So, you know, sometimes we have these theories that one more container or one more craft cart is going to solve our big problems, right? and when I say big problems, I had a lot of stuff on the table where my workspace was, because I didn't really have a lot of drawers or anything like that in that room. And I didn't have walls I could hang up shelves or anything. So I had like my little tower of markers in front of me, and I had this little drawer with, or this little container with all my glues, and I have my this is where I have all my stamps and dies. So anyway, I did get one more. I hope that I brought it in here. Well, it's not on this day, so hopefully I'll find it. I got one more craft cart, and that really helped me to be able to contain the stuff that was on the table. So I organized all of my stamps and dies, my inks, my everything, and it's all on these 2 craft carts, and it's amazing. They're the big craft carts. They're not the small ones that you see every day. Michael's has a big one called the Hudson, I think. And I now have a couple of them. Well, I have 3 of them, actually. I have one in this room, and now I have 2 that hold my stuff from the kitchen. My card making stuff. So that felt good, because then I can still use them. I can sit there and use it at the table, but it's not on the table. So we actually can use the table for other things. It's amazing. What a concept, right? All right, glue stick. Let me get the date on here. I'll start with that. And I think I printed off most everything I needed. It feels weird not to be putting backgrounds on these, but some of the days I'm going to have so much stuff on there, it's not going to matter. And I can always go back and add some if I want them. I just left room for my Inspired to Create challenges. I'm very behind on those. I apologize. I have been working very diligently to get ready for her to come, or the 2 of them to come. And had some other things going on, and so my brain, I really have to think. Those take some brain cells. And I haven't had any spare ones lately, so you know, and I really have to sit down and think about what I want to do it from a good space, or a good place, and not just try to slap stuff on a page, right? Because that's not the point of those. So I like to take my time trying to come up with at least what prompts, or what word, what, you know, when we choose our own prompts for that. If you're not familiar with it, you can watch some of the Inspired to Create videos. I won't go into detail on that here. Keep losing my glue stick. Feeling a little scattered today. Here we go. I figured if I just got in here and start putting some days on here, I really want some, I'm really feeling the need to put some backgrounds on here. I'm not gonna lie. But I said, I am not gonna sit here and do an hour-long video of me doing nothing but backgrounds. Not when I have all of this stuff that I need to put in my journal. So if nothing else, I'm gonna get the days and dates on there, and I'm going to, sorry, I'm reaching. I put those in a really odd spot. I'm gonna at least get the days and dates on here for the week, and then I can stuff the journal, right? And kind of give you a little glimpse into my week. We had a couple of family birthdays this week prior to my daughter coming in. So I have a sister who had a birthday, and a nephew, not her son, but one of my other sister's sons. They share a birthday, and so we went. I made them cards. I was trying to do that before I cleaned off my table, you know, my card making table. So I was doing that. Made her card, made cake. So I have been a busy beaver this week. So, and the week before was busy. I still did my day at the clinic. I just realized next Saturday, I don't know, I think I told you, I mentioned in a video a couple weeks back that I decided that I'm going to do, the clinic is doing a breast cancer awareness, strides for, oh, I can't remember what it's called. Strides for something. Anyway, it's a breast cancer awareness walk, and you can walk in memory of someone or whatever. My mother had breast cancer. That's not what she died of, but she had breast cancer. My aunt, my grandma, you know, a lot of the women in my family have had breast cancer. My mother-in-law. So, but the clinic, we're doing it as a team. So when the posters went up last month, I decided that was what I wanted to do. And yeah, so if you know my situation, my physical situation, you know that's going to be a big deal for me. It's a 5K, I think. There's no way, I have no grand illusions that I can walk an entire 5K. So I'm going to, my husband's, no, I can't do that. My husband's going to walk with me, and he's going to push my wheelchair. And I'm going to walk / roll. So I'm going to walk as much of it as I can, and then I'm going to roll for a little while, and then I'm going to get up and I'm going to use my cane, and I'm going to walk some more. And so I'm doing a walk roll. And my daughter told me right before she came, she wasn't sure how long she was going to get to stay, but she did tell me that she's going to be able to stay long enough to walk with us. So I'm very excited. I'm excited for her to meet the people at the clinic that I work with there. And yeah, I'm just really excited about all of that. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out, since I have Saturday and Sunday right here, I'm going to go ahead and do this. How far are we? We're 20 minutes into the video already. But I mainly just wanted to get caught up in this part of my process as well as the journaling part. Oh, I need a 15. Huh. Uh-oh. Did I leave a number off of these again? Did I really do that? Or did I just lose? Am I losing my marbles? I know that one month I left 25 off of my printables. I haven't heard anybody say that they don't have a 15. Perhaps I cut it out and dropped it. Well, fiddlesticks. I was trying to get back to Saturday the 14th. And that would give me a week. Anyway, I'll find it. Or if you bought them and there isn't a 15, please let me know. I'm thinking I cut it out and I lost it because I was really... Wait a minute. There it is. Okay. Make me question my sanity, y'all. Making me question my sanity. Because after I left that one off, I really have been double checking them since then. Okay. All right. I feel better now. All is well with the world again. But I know that I have stuff to put in these pages, so I thought I would at least get the numbers on them. And, you know, I decided to forego doing the backgrounds ahead of time. If I want ink on them, I can use my markers. I don't have my inks in here. But I am working on incorporating a lot of that stuff in this room now. And you know how I always say I don't have that in here, I don't have that in here. The room is not big enough to hold. It's also my clothes closet. My daughter, when she lived in this house before we did, she had this room and she turned it into a walk-in closet. It's a very small room. And so she turned it into a walk-in closet. So much of the space is taken up by my clothes and, you know, dresser with clothes in it and stuff. So, and they're hanging on the wall. She put up clothes racks on the wall, on 2 of the walls. So anyway, until I can find a place, because our closet in our bedroom is very tiny. So my clothes are not going to fit in there with my husband. So, and he's not going to forfeit half of that closet to me. I don't think. And not that my stuff would fit in half of a little closet anyway. So, all right, boy, I have just chattered about a little bit about everything, huh? So, I think I finally finished the story of cleaning off the table and the craft cart. I left the craft carts along the wall, one side of the wall in the kitchen, and they're okay. They're not hindering anybody's space. Oh, I forgot to glue that on. And now if we have 2 more people, like his mom and dad, my in-laws, come for dinner and I have to put the leaf in the table, then I'm going to have to roll those craft carts in here, and that's fine. I would like to eventually incorporate everything into here. And those carts are nice because you can just roll, like one cart has all of my stamps and dies on it. The other cart has all of my, not all of my paper, don't get me wrong. It has a lot of the paper that I use for card making. And it has my little die cut machine, and it has my ink on one layer, and it has all my envelopes on another layer. So that way it's like a portable card making station, right? Yep, that's what I'm telling myself. Okay, so let me put those up so I do not lose them. And let's see, this day, Monday. Their birthdays were actually this day, but we had our dinner on this day. This was the wrapping paper that I wrapped her present in. So I was thinking about using that as a background. It was this gorgeous bumblebee paper. I'm gonna probably wish that I could peel that up. Look, I have a background. What do we think about that? I think I kind of like it. It's not gonna be easy to write on or anything like that. But, oh no, I have pictures. I could use that as a flap. No, I think I'm just gonna glue it down. I kind of like it as a background. And it fits perfectly right there. So, yes, let's use it as a background. So that's one thing down. I don't know where my daughter had gotten this paper, and she left it here one time, and I don't know where she got it, but it is, oh, it's a Martha Stewart. I bet she probably got it at like Ross or TJ Maxx or one of the home store, Marshalls somewhere. But it's very nice quality paper, and it is gorgeous. It's got that gold foiling on it. I missed a spot. So, there. Now that, nope. Spoke too soon. That's pretty good. Okay. So, I re-glue that and re-glue that, and you'll never know, right? So that was Monday. We had there, I have pictures that go on that day. And what did I do with these pictures? Here we go. Let's see. Let's start with this. Oh, we had our banquet. What night was that? I think that was this Thursday. It was Thursday the 12th, maybe. We had our banquet, our fishing banquet, where I won my my prize for my winning that tournament that I won last month, or a couple weeks ago. I'm gonna just cut that, put it in there. And I'm gonna cut, oh, here's the craft cart, or one of them anyway. And here is my silly sister and all her silly faces, and my great niece, which is her granddaughter, she got her, because my sister turned 60, so she got her the decorations to go on the cake, and then she got her all of the, where's the silly picture? Right here. You know, the hat and the eyeglasses that say 60, and she is my older sister. Oldest sister? Not quite my oldest sister. Almost my oldest sister. Yeah, I have a lot of sisters, so it's hard to keep up with them. This is my craft cart. So see how I have the die cut machine? I have, these are like my basic papers that I use. I have some of my other tools up here, my cutting mats and blades and things like that. And then across here is my ink and my ink blenders and things like that. And then how many times can I say things like that? And then under here are my envelopes for my cards. So that was what I put in the new card, or the new cart. Yeah. Oh, and there's my nephew. Actually, I'm not going to cut that because I might turn it into a flip. So this I did on Saturday. And what else did I do on Saturday? I took this picture. It's kind of a silly picture. I stacked up, you know how I use all my Triscuit boxes? Well, I have a whole stack of them that my husband's saving me. So I sat there Saturday and I cut them all down, cut all the flaps off of them and everything. So they're ready to go. Because I knew I was going to be making, those journals for my daughter. I was going to try to have them done before she got here, but that did not work out. Okay, why is that coming up already? I don't know. But we will fix it. I must not have gotten good glue on that corner. Okay, so that was that day. And then I have all of this stuff. This and this. Oh, that's not journal related. That was the day that my niece came and helped me. I think that was, this is why I wanted to get all of my numbers on here. But I will finish that part. So Slim Chickens, we went to their, I don't know if you've ever, it's the first time I've ever had Slim Chickens, but I thought that was so cool. That was on the box. It was just like chicken strips, and they have salad, you know, chicken salads and things like that. So that was that day. And I think this was this day. I redecorated my buffet. And I hit 800 subscribers, so I have that little picture right there, but I don't remember what day that was. I'll have to go back and look. This was, I'm not going to put it in there right now because it'll make it too bulky. One of the days at the clinic, we had this, and they come in these little, they're so cool. I want to use it for something. So I thought I would find a way to use it in my journal. It's, we have a cake shop here called Everything Bundt Cakes. And so all the cakes were bunts. And so they have these little minis, and we had a birthday thing for somebody at the clinic. So we had bundt cakes. Here is an ink cartridge. I finally did this. So I hope this isn't too boring for you. I just needed to come in and get my days and dates and clean up some of this mess that I've just been, as I come across something that I need or that goes in my journal, I've just been throwing it in here. And so, let's see, that was, I finally changed it out today. We might actually put that on yesterday. That might go on yesterday because it has needed to be done for like a week. So, Tuesday, I just cleaned all day. That's really boring. Oh, I baked a cake. Yeah, that Monday I baked a cake. I made 2 cards. And I did not get pictures of them, which I'm sad to say because they were kind of cute. And I did not go to recorder class. Tuesday was boring. I just cleaned, so I'll find something to put on that day. Wednesday was actually the birthday of the sister and... Oh, this was the night that my girl came in. And I used, let's see, that. Oh, this is where I get my goat's milk soap. It's called Cattywampus Acres goat milk soap. And I saw them when I went to that thing in Alabama. They're not in it. You know, they might be in northern Alabama or Georgia. I can't remember. I should know that. I've met them several times in person. They come to a lot of the homesteader events and the garden expo, things like that. And really nice people. And if you go check them out, they ship. And go check them out and tell them that Messy Missy sent you. And they don't know me by that name because I'm not really a gardening channel, so they don't follow me. Okay, so birthday. And this was... Yeah, let's have a little hospital on our birthday. It's not my birthday. What day did I tell you she came in? Yeah, it was Wednesday. This was her when she was getting close. So I've got this on here, this on here. This is some little creepy doll that it actually, I think, was my grandmother's. It was either my grandmother's or my great-grandmother's. And I want to say, I was thinking it was from, like, I don't know. I'm not going to say it because I don't know. But anyway, she's kind of gotten a little creepy looking over the years. And so it's been in that room, the spare room, because that's where my great-grandmother's furniture is. And so this doll was in there and she gets freaked out by it. So now that my husband knows that, he likes to hide it where she'll find it, like late at night kind of thing. It's just a joke. It's kind of been an ongoing joke for a while between the two of them. So I thought, well, let's bring out the creepy baby. That is not what we call it. It's a creepy doll. And she probably was cute in her time, but not so much now. Okay, this was us getting our awards. He won Angler of the Year, and I won the Classic tournament. So that was back here. That was... What day did I say that was? Thursday, the 12th. Yeah. So, what else do we have? Oh, Walgreens, yeah, because we always got to go to Walgreens, right? Right. I'm going to just cut this like this, and I might use this as a pocket if I need a pocket for one of these days, which I probably will, because it's just white on this side. I'll cut this out. So, yeah, sometimes you just got to pile up the stuff. Sometimes it ends up in my purse. Sometimes it ends up, you know, just in this room somewhere. Or I set it on my desk, and then when I came in, I couldn't find my desk or my craft table. These are some tags. I was going through looking for something else. And, oh, there's a little mud pie. It was a little pillow, little thing that goes on around a pillow to decorate the pillow. Anyway, these were some tags that I had made a long time ago. I used to make these. I used to make stuff like this. Welcome our little pumpkin. Why, yes, it's a pumpkin. These were just my samples. And Harvest Blessings. Oh, this is Merci. This is I designed this ball jar and this pumpkin. I made a dish towel out of it, or out of that design too. This one says pumpkins for sale. Pumpkin spice and everything nice. Harvest. I love ball jars. I love ball canning jars. I love to decorate with them. So these were my... Anyway, welcome fall. So I was digging those out. And I'm like, I'm not doing that anymore. I might as well use them in my journal, right? So I brought them in here, especially since most of them are fall related. So I thought I'd brought them in here, and I will stick them right here, and I will use them at some point. What else do I have? Oh yeah, donation box. I still have not taken all that stuff, y'all. It's still in my car. Okay, so I think I've got that under control. I've got all of my photos that I printed out, cut out. This one, I can't remember what day this was, so I'm going to set this up here. And let's see what day was. I think Walgreens was Tuesday. Tuesday. And now that I got everything in, what is this, 40 minutes? That is not where that goes. That goes on that day, I think. Oh yeah, the hospital. So I worked the clinic that day. So let me get my clinic, my volunteer thing on here. And so I did the clinic, and then she didn't come in until later that evening. So we had dinner, and you know, I just saved dinner, and they ate when they got home or got here. And what was I saying? Oh yeah, so we were up late with them visiting, and like I said, this was the first time we had met her boyfriend. So, you know, we enjoyed talking and just kind of catching up, and then so we were up late. So I did not get much sleep that night, and I wish I had cut this box, and I know I just cut myself off. Wish I had not cut, I just tore the box. I wish I had cut it, because somehow or another I could have used that as a flap or something. But that was the name of the scent of the soap. Glowing with the Scents of Fall. Anyway, so she came in. I don't know what I'm doing with this page. We finally got to bed about midnight or a little after, and then my phone rings, and my sister had gotten hurt seriously, and you know, she had to go to the hospital. So we went up there with her, and she's okay. She's gonna have to have surgery, and she's in for a long recovery. But so we were up there with her most of the night, and did not get to sleep. My poor husband had to be at work at 6 or 6:15, and so I know he didn't get any sleep. And anyway, so got that on here. I don't know how to pull this page together, if you know what I mean. I'm not feeling it right at the moment. It feels like there should be something else. Oh, I did go by the grocery store. Oh, it is this was actually their birthday, and she got she got hurt coming home from some thing that her friends had for her. We had their birthday early. Yeah, so I wanted to put something else on here about them coming home. Do I want to do that now, or is there a page that I can actually get done? No, what was this day? This was yesterday. Morning coffee. I couldn't find yeah, I couldn't find a magazine image that had I wanted one that had like sitting at the table with coffee, or you know, you find those that, I mean, this is a parent's magazine, so any children in here are probably going to be true children. That was just the first one I grabbed, though. But I looked through a couple of my magazines, and I didn't see. I wanted one that was... Ooh, I almost fell backwards off my stool. wanted one that just had like 2 people, and I can print it, but I don't want to print it. I want to find it. That maybe had 2 people, 2 or 3 people sitting down for coffee. You know, I always see those. I doubt it's in this one. This is like an organizational type. Yeah, use that one. Anyway, so yeah, I'm just kind of feeling scattered, so I thought I would see if I could rein in one page anyway. But it seems like every time I look at a magazine, I see one that's got a cup of coffee, you know, 2 people sitting at a table having coffee, that kind of thing. Well, this is a fall one. This wasn't supposed to be a flip through or anything like that. I was just hoping to find, one day I'm getting in the bath, y'all. One day I'm getting in the bath. I haven't been able to get down in a tub in over 2 years now. So I'm missing that a lot. The living room challenge, that's what I ought to put on that one day that my niece came over, or my great niece came over and she helped me. We got in every little nook and cranny in my living room, and I've got a bunch of little tchotchkes around, and because I used to have an antique store, and so I love that. I tend to over decorate, if you know what I mean. I'm not a minimalist by any means, but I've got some cute stuff. Okay, oh, there's a cup of coffee. Well, we're on the right track, and I wanted one of these breast cancer ribbons. Okay, so let me set that to the side. I like that. Huh, maybe I'll find another one. Your knee, your hip. Huh. Oh, yeah, and I hurt my back again. Yeah, ask me how I did that. Yeah, I did it making cards. I'm like, a crafting injury, really? After all I spent a whole week cleaning carpets. And I hurt my back making cards. I'm like, who does that, right? Let's try Martha here. Let's see what she has to say. Because that cup of coffee is not really big enough for what I'm wanting. So, oh yeah, she has her little doggy too. Oh, you know what? Okay, I'm going to need that. Because, y'all, I'm going to finish this race. Well, it's not a race. I mean, it is a race. I guess. I don't know if you get anything for winning. But, y'all, I'm going to use this. It says back and better than ever. It's not what it's talking about. I think it's back from all the 2020 stuff. But for me, it's I'm back. I'm not better than ever, but I'm going to be. Oh, I can use this. Okay. Well, this was not supposed to be a not supposed to be a whatchamacallit video. Harvesting, you know, magazines. Oh, she brought her dog. That's what I was telling you. But I need that picture. Yep. Because that's what I've been doing some of that too. So, anyhow, like I said, I'm just all over the place today. But I'm looking over here for another magazine. Here's a September one. Let's try this. Style Makers, Better Home. I just need a bigger cup of coffee. Anyway. Oh, I've used him before in one of my collages. There's Larry the Cable Guy. I have so many magazines and so many images I really just need to use. So I'm trying not to print as much. I still like to print my things that I like to print, but he's cute. I didn't get a picture of her dog. That doesn't look like her. She's kind of looks like that, but this is kind of a reddish brown. I'm not sure what kind of dog she is. She's a rescue. Her name is Rory. R-O-R-Y. Because my daughter is, she is a golf fanatic. And I'm pretty sure she named her female dog after Rory McIlroy. I love this. Look at this masking tape and Sharpie. I'm tearing it out because I probably won't find it again, right? I don't know when I need it necessarily, but... Okay, so I didn't find what I was looking for, but I found... Oh, look. We're going to cook together. Maybe I'll use that, even though she's not a little girl. But I really thought I'd find one of those mother-daughter pictures or something. Well, that's a real bummer. I have ink. That's what I have. Nope. I'm not happy. Not happy with what I have here. I have some of the... Oh, I thought about putting this on the page for the day that she came in, because her dog loves the ice out of the refrigerator. So I thought about that. And this is the only mother-daughter picture I found, which is kind of fitting, but it's not, because I can't do that. Not right now. I thought about that. This kind of looks like my daughter a little bit. Vacuums, bathrooms for all the weeks that I cleaned. This is Rory. This is her. That was her last year when she was here. But, okay, I found this. This is kind of a big stack of coffee cups. I found this. Excuse me, this is for tea. Found this little picture of hot chocolate. This one looks more like Rory. So I could use this to represent our little coffee time. I suppose, because we had a very nice, the three of us, her boyfriend and her and myself. That was not grammatically correct, but that's okay. My husband had already gone to work, and because he leaves really early, so but we sat and oh, I showed him around the garden, but we sat and had coffee, and it was such a nice little conversation. I'm not used to having somebody to have coffee with in the mornings, because like I said, my husband goes to work really early. We have 1 cup of coffee together while we are watching like a few minutes of the news, and I mean like 5 minutes, but I have to get up at the, well, it's not, I don't even think it's the crack of dawn. I think it's way before the crack of dawn. If I'm going to have a cup of coffee with him or interact with him at all before he goes into work. Let's see, do I need to cut off? Maybe I can make it work. I might have to cut off some of these beans, but I was trying not to have to. Yeah, I think that'll work. Okay, so that might have to work for that. And I can use that ink anywhere. It doesn't have to go in here. So if I put that there, that's kind of cute. And even though she's not this little, and that doesn't look like her dog, it just kind of reminded me of, you know, she's still my child, right? She's still my little girl. Doesn't matter how old she is, she'll still be my little girl. And her little girl. My grand dog. I do not have a grandchild yet, but I have a grand dog. That does not have to go on that day. That could actually go, well, that actually is fitting for last night because, nope, it can't be. last night when my great niece came over and she had her dog here, we were joking around about the ice, and every time you go to get a drink and she get ice, she has to be there right there. She wants, you know, you to give her some ice. So my niece's dog was trying to see what all the fuss was about, and she'd look at the ice and look up at us like, I don't get it. What's the point? This is not good. This is not food. So anyway, so if I put those two on there, I really don't like them necessarily. This does not have to go there. I can put this. I can put, I mean, I could even put this on here if I needed to. No, I have, let's see. I need something birthday on this one. And I'm going to just have to pick a place to stop. Oh, yeah, like soon. I have some birthday paper somewhere. And I already used the wrapping paper on her on the day we celebrated their birthday. I have some, oh, let's see. Let's see if I can cause an avalanche. I have some happy birthday paper. And that's what I got this for, was to use for birthdays. These colors do not match, y'all. Oh my goodness, they do not go with the fall colors. I might have to rethink that. I'm sure I have something else that says happy birthday. So I will continue looking. And I'm not liking this page. I don't like this. I just need to not try to force the issue on that. Yeah, so I can do, this one doesn't go on here. This goes on this thing. So anyway, I'm just going to keep working in this, or I'm going to probably just turn off the video and see if I can finish putting my days and numbers on, and then kind of get my thoughts together a little bit better. And yeah, see how I want to do this. And I might, depending on how much time I have, I might turn the camera back on when I get my act together and figure out what it is that I'm going to do, and then go from there. So, but I think that this little puppy is going to end up on one of my pages for this week, because that does almost, she's longer hair, Rory's longer hair than this dog, but she loves laying on her back and she loves her belly rubbed. So this one might make it on this, in this journal at some point this week. And we had this on today, and I'm going to wait and see what the rest of the day brings. And this might have to go down here. Is that too much on that page? I mean, I don't have to use this teapot on there either. I can use something else. I don't know. It just almost looks like too much graphics, if that makes sense. I mean, I'll have writing up here and here. Yeah, let me see what else I end up with on that day. But I am liking these cups on here. And so that'll probably represent my little morning coffee routine with them. So anyway, I'm going to stop there because I'm just yammering and taking up time at the moment. And I'm not actually getting something done. So I'm going to stop. And we'll come back and let's see if we can get something else done. And then I'm going to bring you along for some of the making of those journals for my daughter. So sometime this week we'll be doing that. And you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you as soon as I can again, okay? I'm spending a lot of time with her as much as I can while she's here, and I will see when I can get back in here and make another video and work in my journal a little bit more. So y'all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.